Hi, we are going to start our trip to Meghalaya. But before that, we must get ready. Today, I asked my daughter to skip her classes, but for my son, it's mandatory. Well, it was our plan to avoid trolley bags so that it should not cause any problem during the trip and we could carry our bags on our back. It was around 45 minutes journey from our home towards Howrah station. We could easily take the public transport, but we avoided because we had so many bags with us and we didn't want to get exhausted before we board the train. That day, out of excitement, we reached Howrah station very early and we didn't have our lunch till that time, so we searched for the food that we could have. Where are we, Ariana?
Ariana Roy.
Yeah, Ariana Roy is in Howrah station. Yay! That particular area was so crowded that I couldn't have any video of our food or of us having the food. It was announced that the train which we were planning to board will appear on platform number 15, so we are waiting there. Well, waiting for the train and feeling already exhausted. We have realized that you should never reach railway station more than an hour before the train starts, or else you will end up being us. So we are already inside our compartment. It is HA1 and this is the look. We are already trying to settle down here. The only thing to complain here is that there is very narrow space between these two seats. The train was scheduled to depart at 4:22 hours, that means in the afternoon. So we could experience the sunset like this from the train. Of course, the view was not so clear as you can see because of the dirty window glasses. But of course, that didn't deter us from enjoying our train ride. And food was another thing that we enjoyed a lot during this ride, be it the dinner, lunch, breakfast which were provided by RSCTC or any food that were provided by the vendors, local vendors. Since we were 4 in number, so we could get 4 of these seats together and this became our family space that we didn't have to share with anyone else. Since this is the pre-monsoon season, so of course rain was expected, and as we started getting closer to Assam, the rain was something that we couldn't avoid. So 28th of April concluded with heavy rainfall and we went to bed with an expectation of having a sunny morning next day. Well, let me share some detail of this journey now. This trip was planned long before, about 3 months ago. Since we wanted to have the seats according to our preference and keep the budget for this trip as low as possible, we booked our tickets 3 months before the actual travel dates, both ways. This train, Shoraighat Express, seemed to be the most suitable one for us depending on our budget and also the comfort and timing too. One needs to cover almost 1020 kilometers from Howrah to reach Guwahati, and Guwahati being the gateway of Northeast, you cannot avoid being here once when you are planning to go for any of the states in Northeast.
Right.
This was quite a new thing for me because I never saw this kind of solar panels on the shades in the railway platforms. Yes, it's really good to see that they are having this renewable energy being used here. During this time, we were actually searching for the way out from this railway station so that we could reach the ASTC bus stop. But before that, obviously, we felt hungry again and we wanted to have our second breakfast. My husband has nostalgia with this particular Hotel Mayur, which is situated in Polton Bazaar, very close to our ASTC bus stop. In his childhood, he used to visit this hotel a lot of times during the holidays. Actually, during holidays, they used to travel from Arunachal to Assam and then to Bengal and then back. So they used to take it as a stopover, and this inspired us to visit this hotel once again so that we could see how things have changed over the period of time. As I said earlier, that just like any other trip, this time as well, we tried to keep our budget as low as possible, and that is why we did not take any Uber or any private taxi to reach Shillong from Guwahati. We opted for a bus ride from Red Bus, and it was pre-booked at 200 per person. As we were moving towards Shillong from Guwahati, the scenery around us was changing. There are more number of trees, the sky was clearer, and of course, the roads seemed to be clean. Yes, this cleanliness actually I used to miss a lot when we return back to India from US. Here in Kolkata, it is hard to find a road, any road, which is as clean as this one. Last year during this time we visited Darjeeling, that is another hill station in West Bengal, and of course we enjoyed a lot. We enjoyed the scenic beauty of the hills. We enjoyed the toy train ride, which is of course a specialty of that place, but we missed this cleanliness there as well. The bus took us to a place where we could have our lunch. I must mention the two special things that we could see there. First, there is 7 vegetable items in the veg thali, and number 2 is the recipe that they had for the chicken curry. The gravy included mashed boiled egg, so it enhanced the taste manifold. Again, the journey started, and this was the vehicle that I was talking about as bus. Where are we heading to?
We're heading to Shillong right now, and I'm still very sleepy.
Yeah, you're always sleeping. Generally, people take a stop over here and take a look of Umiam Lake. But we boarded the bus that was not supposed to stop here. So we had to just enjoy a glimpse of it, and that was enough for the day. But anyhow, we planned to visit this place once again on the same day, because we knew that when we would reach the hotel it would be at the end of the day. I mean 3 or 3:30, so we would not have enough time to visit any other place after that. Though we were a bit doubtful whether we would get any vehicle to take us to this place from our hotel, because that is situated in a bit remote area which is not very close to Police Bazaar. And we intentionally chose this place for two reasons. First of all, we didn't want to have this hustle bustle of this city life anymore, because we wanted to have some peace in our life while we visited this place. And of course, that second reason was something which is explained a lot of times during this video, that we wanted to have this trip with a cost as low as possible. I mean budget friendly. On our way to Shillong only, we could experience this beauty of Meghalaya. To be in the house of clouds, it was all clear day and we were traveling. Suddenly we could see fog all over the place. I couldn't understand what was happening, so I asked my husband, and he said it's not fog, they're the clouds that are all around you. So it was kind of a different experience for me, because I had never been to such place. It is for the first time that I was visiting Meghalaya, and I could see this kind of, getting surrounded by clouds suddenly, and then again in a flash of second you are getting the clear sky. And it was not the only time that we experienced this. It happened a lot of times when we were in Meghalaya.
होटल पहले जा रहे हैं ना,
आपको होटल जाएगा ना?
हाँ होटल जाएगा, चेक इन करेगा।
हाँ अब जल्दी जल्दी अभी टाइम में।
हाँ और निकल जाएगा। एक देर वहाँ रुकेगा और एक पॉइंट मिल गया क्या नाम है, देखिए आसपास जो मिलता है।
Fifth floor. My God. Shoes. So this was the room where we stayed for the next 2 days, and I'll stop my video right over here so that you can wait to watch our next episode, where I'll show how we planned the next day. We actually visited the different places in Cherrapunji. Stay tuned. Till then, bye bye.